Hello friends, welcome to the pre-market analysis of Wall Street. And as I have been saying this thing a couple of times, that 33,000 is going to be the mark which one must look at. And finally, Dow Jones has closed below 33,000, and the last day closing, as I can see here, is 32,870 S17, beg your pardon, which is nearly 800 points lower from its previous close. And if I can see the futures, it is hardly 32,800. So there is nothing which can indicate, or which is indicating right now, that there is any recovery or any sort of recovery which we are going to have here. And most importantly, the updates from the this geopolitical tension between Russia and Ukraine does not give any indications, and moreover, things are getting very bad, I would say, because there is no clear indication where it's going to end. And we can see now different countries and economies are getting affected. Most specifically, the commodity producers are enjoying the benefit. The base metals, the energy uh, commodities are moving higher. Now this is the time for agro commodities. And we can see how wheat has started moving higher, because Russia and Ukraine, they are one of the major global wheat exporters. And because the situation is not at all good, so obviously they are not thinking about exporting things, because they need a food for their own countrymen, rather exporting it to other countries. So this is the thing. Now as far as other indications are concerned, obviously the oil, Brent and NYMEX both are trading higher to 2%, and the gold is continuously trading above $2,000, which is a very good sign. And now this is the time when we can see silver is gathering strength. Silver is actually gathering strength, and it is moving higher right now, trading above 26. So $26 per ounce is something which is very positive, I would say. Copper is holding, and we have seen how nickel has moved. So overall, commodity baskets are moving quite substantially on the higher side, and this does not give any indication that the stock market or the equity market has the upper hand. And if you can see any sort of up move, any sort of trading bounce back, it is just for intraday basis. Whether how long it will sustain, how much time does it take to again fall back, nobody knows. It's like the market will open up in the green and suddenly started falling. This is the kind of situation we are into. Now bond yields have started moving higher, and this is happening because the inflation risk, so the number of risk which we have right now. And it does not matter that you are talking about Russia or Ukraine, but even in USA the risk has started moving higher. If you are talking about inflation, if you are talking about geopolitical risk, if you are talking about currency risk. And if I can see, let me just see the dollar DXY live price, so that it will give us an indication. So 99.18, so it is trading very near to 100, and there is an indication that it will move towards 100, 304. I have said many times this thing on my charts, that 103 and 104 is a very decent possibility we have on the charts as far as a DXY is concerned. So market is fragile, and most importantly, yes, I forgot to tell you one thing. We have seen in the last couple of days that Nasdaq was trying to uh, you know hold on and probably move higher, but yesterday Nasdaq also closed 3.62% or nearly 480 points lower. So Nasdaq is on a downtrend. So it's a good time for accumulation, but that accumulation period is going to be long. So it's not going to be for the next 1 or 2 months. It's going to be for the next 1 or 2 quarters, because The simple thing to understand here is volatility is sustaining, and there is a reason for that. Until and unless market assure that the uncertainty is gone, volatility keeps on moving higher. And if this is the level, as I can see, yesterday the CBOE VIX closed at 35.04, which is way higher. 35.04 is a risky zone. Market is falling, but which part of the market is falling, that's a very important thing to understand. If you look at the energy stock, if you look at the commodity, if you are looking at the agro commodity stock, they are moving comfortably higher, they are making new highs. But if you are looking the another side, the financials, the autos, the tech companies, okay, they are not actually tech, they are selling tech products. So there are lots of other companies which are falling down quite severely on the downside. So there are two phases of the market, and right now the overall market, if you are looking specifically talking about Dow Jones and Nasdaq, they are definitely looks lower. And last trading session was completely bad and out of control for Dow Jones, because Dow Jones, I have been talking about the level of 33,000 for the last 3 months, last 2 or 3 months, if I remember correctly. And this is the level which one must look at, because if Dow Jones sustains below 33,000, the big support which I think uh, you need not to you need not to be agree with me, but the thing is the levels which I am looking as far as the big support for Dow Jones are concerned will be 31,000 and 29,000. That's where I can see that you have a big support on the downside. So I mean, Dow Jones 3 or 4,000 more on the downside is not at all a small thing. And Nasdaq uh, is trading near 18,300. It's funny because when Nasdaq was trading near 15,000, 16,000, uh, I've been saying that Nasdaq is going down, and it is going towards 9,000 and 10,000, and we have just crossed the halfway mark. I think it is in 12,800, so we are just 2 or 3 thousand points away. And when Nasdaq moves higher, the kind of high beta this index has, it can move very swiftly on both the sides. So right now things looking a bit tricky, bit scary rather. But for the long term investor, as I've said it and I will say it again, for the next quarters, if they can accumulate good stocks over a period of time, this is the time when you are getting big discount at good products. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.